become somewhat of a spud expert since making The Martian. What's your favourite potato dish to cook and favourite to eat?
Well, I don't want to be boring, but I have to say French fries are my favorite to eat. My favorite to cook, I think I like mashed potatoes at Thanksgiving here in America is my favorite holiday, and because it's just about how much can you eat and drink with the people that you love, and no other kind of gift giving or anything like that. It's the gift of food and drink to one another. So I think that's my favorite.
What do you think about the people that have signed up to go on the first Mars mission?
Well, I mean, the ones that go for NASA are incredible and like qualified, but the people who are just kind of going on this,
Holiday.
That's I don't think that's going to pan out for them. It's rough up there.
So you're not signing up?
No.
What CD, book, and movie would you take to Mars?
Well, let's see. I would try to pack as much information into. Also, in other words, like if it was a book, I'd take like the complete works of William Shakespeare, or something that could really pass the time, or like the entire U2 catalog for music. Something really big and something that I really love. And what was it? A book, a CD, and a movie?
Mm-hmm.
One movie?
Yep. Well, you sort of cheated with the others, but...
I sort of cheated with the others. I'll take The Godfather too.
You've got another Jason Bourne movie coming up. What have you learned from him, and what could he learn from you?
Well, let's see. I learned how to box because I did those movies. The director of the first movie, Doug Liman, said he wanted the character to walk like a boxer. So I started taking boxing lessons, and that was 15 years ago. So I kept up with it. I really enjoy it. So that's what that character gave. One of the things I learned from him. And what could he learn from me? Probably just how to settle down. He tends to be on the run a lot, and I think he'd do well with a wife and kids.
Best perk about being famous?
Restaurants. You can walk in like at the last minute and usually get a table, though I have been turned down.
And what happened when you were turned down?
I threw a fit. I almost turned, flipping tables over and like, this is an outrage. What do you mean you're booked? How could that happen? Don't you know who I think I am?
And did it work?
No. I mean, sometimes you walk in and places are slammed and they're like, really sorry, but you didn't call ahead. And what do you say to that? Like, you're right, I didn't, so I'll go somewhere else.
And do you have any hidden talents, like juggling or something that...
I can juggle. I learned how to juggle when I was a kid. I used to love doing that. And it's actually really easy to learn. So I wouldn't call it a hidden talent. I mean, juggling 3 balls is not a hidden talent. Like juggling 6 or 7 balls, that would be a hidden talent.
And once you get older, who would you like to play you in a movie?
Who would I like to play me in a movie? Well, I mean... Gosh, by the time they make that movie, the kid hasn't been born yet, probably.
Okay. And
some guy who's really good, that some guy who will protect me.
And any standout memories of Australia?
I have great memories of Australia, but I think probably my best were in 2004 with the Bourne Supremacy. We went and. The studio allowed me to take my wife and her daughter, and who Alexia was, she was 5 at the time, I want to say, maybe 6, and this was before Lucy was my wife, actually. So she was my girlfriend, and then Alexia, who's now 17, and my mother-in-law, my brother, my sister-in-law, their kids, and we had a big family holiday down there for like 10 days, and we went all over the place and traveled all around Sydney. We went to these incredible kind of parks and zoos, and it was awesome. So that was my great Australian memory.
Are you at the stage yet where your kids find you embarrassing, or?
Oh yeah. I mean, my 4 and 7-year-old I don't think find me embarrassing yet. The 9-year-old is definitely embarrassed by me, and I've been embarrassing Alexia, my 17-year-old, for years at this point.
And that's your job.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's every dad's job. You know, you're embarrassing your dad.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thanks, Michelle.